Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today we're going to talk about an Ethereum Crescendo. If you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. We're also going to have another sale on the monthly premium list. If you've been waiting to join, make sure you guys go check that out. You can lock in the lower rate. We also have the first Into the Cryptoverse NFT going out to the premium list, hopefully very, very soon, but I'm probably going to cut that off in terms of a snapshot of active subscriptions here in a few days. So make sure you guys check out the sale. So let's talk about this Ethereum Crescendo. Okay, this is exactly what we wanted to happen. Okay, I mean, it's not necessarily out of the ordinary for Ethereum to be doing this. And I told you guys back over here, you know, when it was flirting with that $1,400 level again, that the Ethereum tsunami is coming. Okay, it's not a matter of if the tsunami was coming; it was just a matter of when is it going to happen. And the Ethereum tsunami is best characterized by just day after day after day of continued price movement to the upside. These are weekly candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 weeks in a row where the value of Ethereum has gone up. Let's look at daily candles. Let's look at this, okay? This is, let's see, we had 5%, 9%, 3%, or sorry, 5, 3, 0.27. Again, as I said last time, we're not getting out of bed for that. Some people might even consider 0.27% a bear market, right? 0.64%, 6%, 0.79% on the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 days, I mean, of course, this candle hasn't closed yet. 8 days in a row of the valuation of Ethereum moving up. And where is it moving up to? Well, the crescendo so far is taking us to a modest, very modest, $3,000, okay? Let's draw the line in the sand so you guys can visualize where that $3,000 mark is. So that's about 3,005. What's a few dollars among friends, right? $3,000 Ethereum is right there. Now, the implication being that, hey, we know there's some sell walls at 3K. There were sell walls at 2K, and look where we are. There were sell walls at 1,400, and look where we are. Now, I will be the first to say, of course, yeah, I mean, Ethereum is on one hell of a run. I mean, look at this. Look at these weekly candles. The Ethereum Bitcoin valuation, 18%, 0.5, 11%, 19%. So far, 10%. We're coming up to a weekly close fairly soon. So I think this next week will be very important. So not this week. This week's already basically done. The next week will be very important because we're going to start a new weekly candle. And is that candle going to go up, or are we going to begin coming back down to the bottom of the channel, and then 3K Ethereum will be sort of a local top, maybe in terms of USD, but maybe around this level will be a local top for Bitcoin. So that's where we currently stand in the Ethereum valuation. It's interesting that a 3K Ethereum also corresponds to back up to the top of this channel. We were at the top of this channel back in October of 2019, in February of 2020, in August of 2020, in January of 2021, and again now in April and May of 2021. So I would say the next weekly candle will be fairly important to get a sense of where the Ethereum valuation is going. And remember, the Ethereum valuation against Bitcoin does not tend to go sideways very much. I mean, there are phases where it can go sideways for a few weeks, but you know, when you look at Ethereum's valuation against Bitcoin, it doesn't tend to go sideways. It tends to just go up or down. I mean, look, they just go up or down against each other. Usually, you don't see a whole lot of just sideways movement, you know, for a long period of time. And if you zoom out, you can really see it's just up or down. Up or down is basically what the Ethereum valuation against Bitcoin does. Because, I mean, it very much depends on what Bitcoin's doing, where Bitcoin is in its own journey in the market cycle. And so I mean, that's why I think it makes a lot of sense that they just go up or down with respect to each other. Money's flowing out of one and into the other a lot of times, out of Bitcoin into Ethereum or out of Ethereum back into Bitcoin based on some long-term moves. So let's see as we have our fifth touch of the uptrend channel. Is this the time that we break above, or are we coming back down to earth for a while? And again, if you guys want to know how I'm navigating these markets, make sure you check out the premium list sale. You can find a link to that in the description below. Now, I would say, you know, if we look at our trusty Regression Rainbow, again, we're not, you know, no one here is taking the Regression Rainbow to the bank, I can assure you, or you shouldn't be. They're just lines on a chart, after all. But to see where we are, we always contended that the orange band is certainly in the cards, certainly. And hey, we're approaching it. And the purple band too. I mean, I don't know about the immediate short term on the purple, but I do think it's in the cards for the cycle and maybe even in the short term. So this band currently sits at a modest $3,100. I mean, you know, a $3,000 Ethereum is nice. A $3,100 would be even better. The purple one goes all the way up to 5,700. And remember, they're moving up each and every day. So let's keep an eye on this, because I mean, breaking 3K is going to be somewhat symbolic if we can decisively break it. I've looked at the sell. I've looked at the order books. There's a ton of people. There's a ton of people selling Ethereum at 3K. There were also a lot of people selling it at 2K. And now we're knocking on the door at $2,900, or we're knocking on the door at $3,000. We're sitting at $2,967 during this video. And remember, if you look at the extension from the 20-week, hey, I mean, some might say we got nothing but room to move up. But if you look at, say, the RSI, so let's look at the RSI on the weekly. It seems like we could have room to move up here. I mean, we've been generally moving up for a while. I mean, you know, sort of this channel of the weekly RSI seems like we could have some room to move up here. On the monthly RSI, we are getting pretty heated, and I don't know how many more months of this Ethereum can really take. So yeah, I mean, maybe through May, maybe through June. But we'll see. I mean, this has just been one hell of a run. Look at these candles here. Let's turn the Regression Rainbow off. Look at these candles. These are monthly candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is our 8th one. We're currently in our 8th monthly candle in a row. And back here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Ethereum's already making history with 8 in a row. This systematic increase has what has caused such a massive move, not only in the crypto market as a whole, I mean in the Bitcoin dominance as well. So Ethereum is, and I told you guys, you know, for months, while, you know, when a lot of other altcoins were moving, that at some point people will take profits back into Ethereum, and a lot of money will run back into Ethereum. Why? Because they look at Bitcoin, they don't see the potential upside in the short term as much as they would with Ethereum, and there it is. And there it was. I mean, and there it was. And look, we're already at $3,000 almost. So let's just take it one day at a time. You know, I'll try to provide you guys as many updates as I can. But again, check out the altcoin, or the premium list bull market sale. You can find a link to that in the description below. I think we'll wrap it up. I mean, my guess is just a decent chance we're going to be doing some live streams soon. Hopefully we can catch 3K as it happens. I've told you guys before, you know, for the entire cycle, maybe 10K is on the cards. Maybe. I certainly think, you know, 7 to 9K is a realistic probability. 7 to 9K. Look at where we are now. Okay, and this is the grand scheme of the cycle. Doesn't mean it has to happen next month. Doesn't mean it has to happen in 6 months. Look at this. Look at where we are. So, I mean, are we going to go straight up? Is this the idea? Are we just going to go straight up to it and have one hell of a bull market and go straight up to 10K over the next half year? Are we going to go up for maybe a bit longer and then sort of consolidate for a while and then go up again later on? I mean, that's what we did last cycle, remember? If we took, like, say, a bar pattern from here to that peak there, that's more or less what we did, right? I mean, from the bottom, that's basically what Ethereum did. And if you shift it over to say over here, to the March capitulation, you'd be looking at something like this, and you might say, well, look, this looks like it goes a lot higher. Hey, there's going to be diminished returns. Don't forget about diminished returns. It's a thing, right? It's not some magical fairy dust I'm just throwing on you guys. It makes sense not only from looking at the charts and recognizing we have diminishing returns, but also just thinking that it takes more volume to move a higher an asset with a much higher market capitalization. And again, this wick over here is pretty ridiculous. So if we sort of just measured it from, I mean, there are some similarities here. Okay, there definitely are some similarities here. So let's see if we go straight up and continue the bull market over the next several months, maybe even for the duration of 2021, or if we get a cool down period causing yet again the summer buying of Ethereum, which we're not in the summer yet, so I don't know why everyone's getting so upset, but which would cause the 90-day ROI of summer buying of Ethereum to not be that great in the event of a pullback later this year, followed by a surge again of Ethereum as we continue to move through the years. So we'll take it one step at a time. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Give the video a thumbs up. Check out the Telegram channel. You can find a link to that in the description below. And remember to check out the premium list bull market sale if you want to know how I'm navigating the market. And do it quickly if you want to get access to the first Into the Cryptoverse NFT. Thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.